Yeah, I'm tired too. Hey y'all, it's Sabrina, aka Comic Girl Cosplay, and I am currently exhausted. Um, this is the Monday after the Ottawa Comiccon weekend, and I'm just really tired. I'll get to that in a bit. I have a few things I just want to go over that I haven't gotten to actually do yet since I've been so busy with preps for the con in terms of my costumes. On Wednesday, the Wednesday that just passed, was actually my 2-year anniversary. Oh, first things first, I'd like to say thank you to Tom for actually giving me the idea to use the word anniversary, because I've been saying, oh, it's Comic Girl Cosplay's second birthday. No, it's the 2-year anniversary of when that started. And that's the 2-year anniversary of when I started my first costume for my first convention ever. I hadn't really done much in terms of sewing before I started costuming. Like, I had done a few, elastic waist skirts, simple things like that. But I've always wanted to do it, just I never had the money to go to out-of-town conventions. So when the first Ottawa Comic-Con came, I was like, okay, I gotta do this. It's gonna be awesome. And that was my Kitty Pryde. I did that starting the Wednesday, and I did it in time for the Saturday. And that was my first costume ever. It has a lot of sentimental value. I love Kitty Pryde as a character. And that was from the Astonishing X-Men story arc, which, in my opinion, is one of the best story arcs in probably all of the comics I've read. It's my, well, I mean, I'm biased. It's my favorite. I'm sure, like, there are other amazing ones as well. It's just, that one's my personal favorite, so that costume really meant a lot to me in terms of the character and the story arc and all that stuff. Enough rattling about that, so yay! Officially been cosplaying for just over 2 years now. Next order of business, Ottawa Comic Con. It was a great weekend. It was phenomenal. I am so tired, but in the best way possible, because if I was tired and it wasn't a good time, then why would I go to the conventions if it's no fun? I just wanted to say I met so many great new people. Cosplayers, non-cosplayers, just everybody I met was amazing. I just want to say, hey y'all. And also I got to run into some friends that I usually don't get to see unless it's at a convention. So friends I haven't seen in a while. It was really awesome getting to see them and catch up with them again. Oh, you're moving around. And there's also my friends who I do get to see frequently, but then I don't really get to hang out with too much in terms of cons. So, it's always fun to see how people act around cons, because there's just so much to do at a con, and, what somebody decides to do with their time kind of says a little bit of an interesting thing about them. So that was pretty fun, too. Yeah, so the cosplays. Friday, I was going to do Mara, just I had no time. For me, Mara was a costume where if I did have the time after I'd finished my semi-secret cosplay, I would go around and I'd finish Mara to do for the Friday. Didn't end up happening. I spent so much time on the semi-secret cosplay, which, I'm proud of that I spent all that time on it, and it came out pretty well. It's just one of those things that I didn't have time for Mara. So Mara will probably be coming around. I'm in my free time now. I'm probably going to do Mara. Side note, if anybody knows, anybody who wants to do an Aquaman cosplay, I have the fabric. I really want to get rid of it. Yeah, there's a bit of an awkward backstory with that. This guy I was dating was really into Aquaman. And I was like, what? Diehard Aquaman fan. And what was going to happen is, we were planning on going to a bunch of conventions together, and we were going to try and do couples cosplay. So I figured for his birthday, which was around the time of Pop Expo, I was going to make him an Aquaman cosplay, and I would just make myself a Mara. And then that way we could have gone to the convention as a couple. Awkward story, things didn't work out, and so now I have a bunch of Aquaman fabric. I had to order the fabric early because I'm a student and I had to get started on it near the summertime, so I didn't have to worry about it during the scheduled school year. So if anybody wants to do Aquaman, I have fabric. and I really want to get rid of it. Mara herself is a pretty awesome character, so I don't mind cosplaying as her. It's just I really don't want to do an Aquaman cosplay because it's just not for me. Yeah, so the cosplays I ended up doing was on the Friday I did Miss Frizzle, which I'd never gotten to wear to a con before. I just got to do the Ottawa Geek Market. That was a lot of fun. A lot of the convention vendors actually said, I've never seen a Miss Frizzle at a con. There was actually a t-shirt, big t-shirt booth stand thing, and they were like, we literally do conventions every weekend, and we have never once seen a Miss Frizzle, and it is such a good idea. I'm like, I love Miss Frizzle. Everybody loves Miss Frizzle. There should be more Miss Frizzles at conventions. But I'm really happy that everybody received that so well. That one's just more of a fun thing. It's not supposed to be like a, oh wow, look at that cosplayer. Like, oh wow, you know. That's just a, haha, I feel like being comfy and crazy and just being wacky and having a good time. Saturday, I did my semi-secret cosplay, which I entered in the masquerade. I announced on my Facebook what it was, and I will be re-announcing it in a bit when I just go over that, because that's going to take a bit of time to go over. And on the Sunday, I did my rogue, my 90s X-Men rogue, because there was a meetup with the League of Superheroes. Also, I really love that costume. I love the character. I wear that costume so much, so I'm constantly repairing it, but in my opinion, it's definitely worth it. And I got to have a cat fight with another rogue over Gambit, and it's really funny. She got a video of it, and I want to see this video because the Gambit didn't know we were actually going to start cat fighting over him, even though we had just discussed it. He just thought it was just like pose for a picture. No. Like, we were almost like football tackling him on either side, trying to get to each other. And that was pretty hilarious, though. They were really awesome, and yeah, I love people like that at conventions who are like, yeah, just go for it. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah, in reality, that rogue and that Gambit were actually boyfriend and girlfriend, and I'm really surprised with how cool she was. She was like, yeah, fight me for my boyfriend, no big deal. So yeah, that was pretty funny. That made me smile. So, my semi-secret cosplay, as you know, on my Facebook page, I revealed it was Fandral the Dashing from the second Thor film, played by Zachary Levi. I looked it up. It is Levi. All weekend long, I was trying to figure out, because some people say Levy, and some people say Levi, and I had to Google it and go onto his Facebook page and find a video of him saying it so I can make sure I pronounced it the right way and not offend anybody. So it is Levi, for those who are wondering. Anyways, so yeah, the Fandral the Dashing, who is portrayed by Zachary Levi in the second Thor movie. Quiet! Sorry, I have a little puppy. Anyways, that was a really awesome costume. It was a bunch of firsts for me. I never worked with, I never did pants. I never really did much in terms of armor. And I never worked with vinyl, and that was really big considering half the pants and half the arms and the boot covers and the glove covers were all vinyl. That was a lot of vinyl to work with, especially for your first time, and especially with pants. That was an interesting experience. But at the end of the day, I was really proud of it because I definitely learned so much trying to do it, and just, you know, there were a lot of hard times. I was up till 4 a.m. actually trying to get the armor that I made fastened onto the costume. I tried using snaps initially. When I would snap the kind of chest plate that went this way on, the shoulder pads would pop off. And when I would put the shoulder pads, this one would pop off. So there was a big difficulty there. And so what I ended up doing was I ended up hot gluing on the inside of the snaps, so the snaps were just permanently stuck. That worked, and then I went to the convention on Saturday, registered for the masquerade, and also since, you know, there's all that vinyl and there's all that armor, I literally couldn't move my arms probably further than this. It's about as high as my arms would go. So I had to drive down there in a track jacket and sweatpants and registered for the masquerade. Afterwards, I went to go get changed into my costume, and it was all broken. All the attachment for the armor was just gone. And I was a hot mess. I was so upset. And I apologized, and I thanked everybody who had to deal with me that morning because I was so upset. I brought a hot glue gun in case anything happened. Unfortunately, I forgot the glue sticks. Yeah. So there's that. And so what ended up happening after that was I was just in a panic mode, and I was running around seeing if anybody had hot glue gun sticks. And then somebody said, oh, the 501st has a cosplay repair station. And by the way, the 501st, great group of people. Being part of the League of Superheroes, they do a lot of events with us. They're ultimately kind of the same idea, except for they do a Star Wars themed thing, and we do superheroes. So they're a great group of people. A lot of the people actually in the 501st are also in the League, and vice versa. And they're just a wonderful group of people as well. We do a lot of events with them, and they're just amazing, fabulous people. They do a lot of really good work for charities, which is super nice of them. So I ended up going to their cosplay repair station, and they didn't have hot glue gun. I was like, oh no, they don't have a hot glue gun, like, what? But what ended up happening was they had self-adhesive Velcro. That stuff saved my butt. Honestly, like, the best stuff you can use for armor. And it's funny because after the Masquerade Award ceremony, you can talk to the judges if you want some constructive criticism on your costumes, or if you have any questions or anything like that. I personally asked the judges for advice on how they stick armor on, because once again, it was my first time working with armor. I've never really done anything like that. And funny story, they said self-adhesive Velcro. So that's just something to really think about. Speaking of the Masquerade Award ceremony, though, after the 501st saved my butt, and turns out, by the way, they actually did have hot glue, just it was hidden somewhere in the back and nobody could find it. After that, my armor was attached and it was there permanently. I wore it all day. I pretty much died of heat. I really didn't eat much that day. I really didn't drink much that day. At a certain point, like, I was like, I need to sit down because I will faint otherwise. And by the way, sitting down in vinyl pants, not easy. Not easy at all. So through all that hard times, though, and through all the people who helped me, I just want to say thank you. And with all your help, I managed to actually win Best in Class. I was a journeyman, and now because I won that, I'm officially an artisan level cosplayer, which is incredible. I'm really surprised. I thought maybe I was going to win a minor award just because, you know, I put a lot of detailing into it. I really wasn't expecting Best in Class. Like, I freaked out. My friends freaked out because they didn't really see it coming either. I mean, not that I don't think my costume wasn't good. It's just there were so many other incredible costumes. I just want to say congratulations to everybody in the Masquerade. Your costumes were amazing and, like, impeccable, and I'm pretty sure backstage, like, as a joke, obviously I don't actually do this, but, like, I said to the people, I'm like, oh, your costume's so good, I hate you, because, you know, it's competition, right? Yeah, no, I actually told my friends I hate them backstage. They know that I don't actually hate them, just, like, you know, it's like, damn you, you're good. Dang it. Yeah, but I really didn't see that coming. Not that I'm not appreciative of it, because I definitely put a lot of work into that costume. A lot of soul went into that costume. And the second I got off stage after my Masquerade performance, I literally just ripped that thing off and was like, back into the track clothes, because I need to be able to move and not die of being sealed in with all the heat, with all the vinyl and all the foam. There was a lot of foam and vinyl. It was foam armor for those who are like, foam? Yeah, pictures of those will be going up. All convention, I only took one photo, and it was not of me. It was of somebody who I met this weekend, and they were really awesome. He did a Vikings character. People say watch the show. There are so many shows that people say watch the show too, so now that I have time, I'm probably going to have to start getting caught up. But yeah, he did an incredible job on his costume, but I didn't end up getting any pictures myself. So I'm going to wait to see on Facebook. There's a lot of people starting to post pictures, so hopefully I can get pictures from them. I definitely know some people took pictures, And for Fandral, a lot of people didn't because nobody really knew who it was. He's a bit of a more obscure character since he was only in the movie for like 5 minutes. To be fair, though, they had a lot of deleted scenes with the Warriors 3 in it, and I kind of wish there was more Warriors 3 in the whole movie. I'm starting to ramble here. That's how you know it's post-con exhaustion. But yeah, there's a lot of pictures, and so hopefully I'll be tagging them to my Facebook page. Derp, because I'm so tired. This is my brain right now. Anyways, so keep an eye out for that. Yeah, I'm going to post another video sometime soon. Just wanted to say thank you to everybody this weekend, and just I had a great time, and it was so nice catching up with everybody and getting to meet new people and getting to hang out with people I already know. And this week is definitely going to be a relaxation week. Yeah, definitely sleep involved because I have not been getting any sleep because I've been working on Fandral the Dashing. If you look at his outfit, there's just a lot going on in there. A lot more than it looked like in the movie. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to go because I'm really tired and I'm rambling and I want to stop rambling. So I'll see you guys later, and I apologize. I'm looking at my timer here and it says this video is 16.5 minutes long. So sorry about that. Bye, guys.